Today, I'll be breaking down what is Islamism and how it affects or has affected some of the Western world. Islamism, also called political Islam, is a broad set of political ideologies that utilize and draw inspiration from Islamic symbols and traditions in pursuit of a socio-political objective. The aims and objectives of these movements vary widely, as do their interpretations of Islamic tradition and practice, and, as such, the precise scope and definition of the term remains debated. Among the many desperate groups considered Islamist are reformist movements such as the Muslim Brotherhood, as well as traditional jihadist movements such as Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant. This term is sometimes applied to Iran's system of government that arose out of the Iranian Revolution, the Saud dynasty, strand of Wahhabism in Saudi Arabia, and the Taliban in Afghanistan, though these are often considered separate fundamentalist movements altogether. Now I'm going to break this down. Right here they're attempting to bring together Islamism and Jihadism, which, although there are definite groups within Islamism, it's considered more of a political movement, which is non-violent in its organizational principles, although, just like anything else, there will be violence if tested. Jihadism considers itself to be the correct assumption of and realization of Islam through these nefarious acts that, such as 9/11 would be considered jihadism, or the bombing in the European subways. Such things like that is jihadism. Islamism is a slightly more covert and under the radar network of particularly well-connected individuals. Many of them have gone into the political establishment, especially in Great Britain, and in a lesser degree, America. They've been around essentially since the end of World War II, at least Islamism, and their spread is quite deep. The most interesting aspect of them is their non-violent nature, but they band together in order to twist and contort society's laws, regulations, and, I would say, developments towards the Islamic State, which their entire philosophy is to move towards a massive Islamic superstate, which used to be the Ottoman Empire as their belief states. Now, less is known about many of the group's organizers because it's kept, fairly secret, though there were a number of, astounding debates in recent years, which I'll be bringing up in future discussions, between a gentleman who was born in Great Britain, became essentially a gangbanger, then joined an Islamic extremist group, HT, went on to be a recruiter, and was subsequently arrested for semi-terrorist activities. Now, through all of his deliberation, he's found that the most efficient all people
is through democracy. It's not Islamism, it's not jihadism, it's not HT, it's none of those things. he did a complete 180, and I'll do a deeper dive into this gentleman next time. Keep you waiting. That's been your update on Islamism. What it is, how it's different than jihadism, and its overall political goals is, and have always been, to create an Islamic superstate, because the Ottoman Empire had fallen and it was split up into the subsequent nations, Afghanistan and such, and these people want it back. Thank you very much, folks. Like, share, and subscribe.